Meta reported a record $201 billion in revenue for 2025, their highest earning year to date. Yet, despite these record profits, the company simultaneously initiated a massive, sudden workforce termination. On May 20th, 8,000 employees were fired. The notifications were sent via automated emails, beginning at exactly 4 a.m. local time. The execution was choreographed across time zones, starting in Singapore, then moving to Europe, and finally the US. North American staff remained at home, watching colleagues vanish from internal communication systems in real time. The impact extended beyond those fired. Meta also canceled 6,000 open roles, bringing the total headcount reduction to 14,000. Intuit and Salesforce followed within days. Together, they eliminated another 4,000 roles, pushing the immediate industry toll past 12,000 tech jobs in a single week. Terminations delivered at 4 a.m. are not a result of logistics errors or economic necessity. They represent a calculated, systemic extraction of human labor by a corporate machine. The groundwork for these cuts involved more than just headcounts. Leaked audio from a Meta all-hands meeting reveals the activities that occurred in the months leading up to the layoffs. In the recording, Mark Zuckerberg admitted the company had been harvesting employee keystrokes and screen activity to train its own AI models just prior to the staff reductions. Chief Technology Officer Andrew Bosworth told staff there is, quote, no option to opt out on your corporate laptop. Every task performed on a work machine became mandatory training data for the systems designed to automate those very roles. This coincided with stack ranking by stealth. Employees reported receiving surprise low performance ratings for managers who had previously seemed satisfied, ratings that were later used to justify their inclusion on the cut list. Big Tech is using employee-generated data to train its replacement systems, while simultaneously weaponizing performance reviews to minimize severance costs. This process is then framed as a strategic move toward efficiency. The primary justification for this disruption is the claim that the transition to artificial intelligence will drive a significant increase in corporate efficiency. We can analyze the validity of this claim by looking at 32 companies that explicitly blamed AI for their staff reductions, a group responsible for 155,000 lost jobs through early 2026. The financial data shows a clear anomaly. For the companies buying AI tools to replace workers, the promised efficiency and financial returns failed to materialize on their actual profit and loss statements. Operating margins at these AI buyers actually fell. Pinterest's margin dropped 34 points, while Intel's decreased by 5.4 points. For legacy tech companies, the AI transition functions as a mathematical smokescreen designed to mask shrinking margins while justifying a reduced payroll. However, the infrastructure companies actually selling these AI systems are seeing the opposite result. These AI sellers are seeing concrete margin gains. Alphabet is up 2.2 points, and Salesforce has increased its margin by 2.1 points. Salesforce's Agentforce platform demonstrates this momentum, booking $800 million in annual recurring revenue with triple-digit growth. Despite that specific financial success, Salesforce still chose to cut 1,000 roles this month, including positions within that exact AI unit. The financial data suggests that career stability is currently concentrated where companies are selling AI infrastructure, rather than where they are buying it to justify a smaller payroll. This shift is also occurring geographically. In Europe, systemic worker protections are being enforced to counter the secrecy of the tech industry. The EU Pay Transparency Directive now requires employers to publish pay ranges and prohibits them from asking candidates about their previous salary history. Combined with U.S. state laws mandating salary disclosures, these regulations are dismantling salary secrecy and returning negotiation leverage to the candidate. Within this more transparent market, massive capital is flowing into specific AI startups that are actively hiring, firms like Sierra, Dust, and Unframe. These companies have the financial receipts to back up their growth. Sierra recently raised $950 million, while Unframe secured $100 million in contracts during its first year of operation. Professional security in this market is found by migrating toward high-capital infrastructure vendors operating in transparent, regulated environments. For those currently at legacy tech giants, defense starts with data. Export your professional contacts and personal files now, before a 4 a.m. lockout makes them inaccessible. To counter the threat of stealth stack ranking, maintain a quantified document of your wins and ensure all positive feedback is documented in writing. A clear paper trail is the most effective insurance against a surprise re-rating. It is impossible to effectively counter a data-driven layoff algorithm using chaotic or reactive job hunting tactics. Navigating this environment requires adopting a structured operating system, a formalized framework to analyze listings, verify salary data, and track application pipelines. This systematic approach allows you to identify companies on the right side of the AI trade and execute your search with the same precision the corporate machine uses to manage its workforce. The disruption at the legacy giants represents a structural shift in the tech economy. Navigating it effectively involves matching the data-driven reality of the market with a rigorous, personal system.